Hello, hello. Welcome to my channel. Hi, how are you? Today I have a different view of the camera. Maybe this helps out a little bit better. The light is a little bit better, I think. That way you can see everything because before you were like kind of like, I don't know. Well, I have a total mess in my desk as you can see. But today we want to make a card maybe similar like this one. This was very fun to do. It's called Oh Frankie. This is the envelope for the card. And Oh Frankie, it's a stamp timber from Simon Says. From Simon Says stamp called Oh Frankie. And this is the set. It's a very fun set. You have a lot of things that you can do with this set. I kind of happened to make this one yesterday and I absolutely loved it. And then it brings the dies as well. I think you can buy separately. You can buy the set of stamps, and also you can buy the dies on the side. But I bought the whole set because I thought it was really cool. I love this, and look at the card. The card is fantastic. Now the inside is blank, but I put the little bolt here. It's kind of nice. the the embossing folder that I use for this is Team Hol's 3D texture phase. This is called, let's see, this is called no name. No name, guys. No name. Emboss 3D embossing folder. Number 665754. Usually it has a name. Oh well. Well, it's the one with the, it has bolts like screws on. It makes it seem like a very rough metal sheens that are attached with screws, and it gives this effect like it was like if it's metal. Now how did I accomplish that was with the new mica stains from the Team Holtz. This is the new release. That's why I have all this like this, because they recommend to have them like this, not standing up because of the mica. But anyway, this is Wicked Elixir, Burning Amber. These are the new ones, right? So this is Harvest Moon right here, and we have Iron Gate. I use for this mixture, I use Iron Gate and Fortune Teller. This is a beautiful color. And we have Decayed. And Decayed is kind of like a silverish goldish color as well. Very cool. Now on this side over here I have the old ones. These are the ones, this is the release for 2022, and these are the release of 20. This looks horrible there. I'm gonna take this out of the way. That's the chamois. Sorry. Right, chamois, we need a new place for you. I'm gonna put it maybe here. Works there. Alright. So these are the release of 2021. And the colors at that time were Bubbling Cauldron, the Empty Tum, which is like a silver color. This one is green. Crooked Broomstick. This is a fun color as well. We have Jack-o'-lantern, which is kind of like an orangey color, like pumpkins. This is Hocus Pocus, but the Fortune Teller, I don't know the Fortune Teller. Look at the difference. There's a big difference in the color. This is more like very dark purple, and this is more like a happier purple. I don't know. It's beautiful. All right, so this is Hocus Pocus, and then we have Flickering Candle, and as far as I know, this one was the favorite of last year. Everybody loved Flickering Candle. These are so fun. Now these are special edition releases. If you didn't get the ones over here, the 2021 release last year, then I don't know, you might not get them again. But on Team Holt's last video, he talked about the new ones from the December winter release. He said that maybe they might bring them back next year, and they can every year will bring this or make more colors. I do not know what they're gonna do, but all I can tell you is that these are special releases, and at the beginning they said that we're not gonna bring them back ever, but apparently because it was a great seller, they might consider, like I said that the other day, that they need to consider that, because these are great, these are awesome. Anyway, I don't know if this is going to be a long video because of the process, right? We have to stamp, we have to emboss, we have to cut, and I have talked already too much. But if you're here, thank you for coming in and watching my video. So let's start the process, right? Oh, and by the way I color Frank was with Copic marker, so we're going to do that as well. So this video might take longer than normal, but we'll see. We'll work it out. So I'm going to remove this out of the way, and the first thing we want to do is the embossing folder. I don't know if I'm going to have to do this again in 2 parts, but we'll see. All right, so I want to use Team Holt's. This is Team Holt's Distress Mixed Media Heavy Stock. These are great for mixing colors and distress inks and distress this and distress that. So we want to work with this. This is kind of like a beige color. It's not completely white, even though you look at it right now like it's white, but it's not. Anyway, I'm thinking that we need to remove a lot of stuff out of the way. So I have my box here. This is where I store my mica stains, and here are the winter. This is the winter selection from last year. As you can see, they're not even open. I didn't have the chance really to play with the winter ones, but I might do this year, and I want to get the new ones as well, because these are amazing, guys. I mean, like, really, I mean, it's worth every penny, because the effect that you can create with your cards is amazing. And it looks like might need another box. If I get the other sets, maybe I'm gonna need another box. All right. Whoopsie daisy. I'm sorry, Jax. I'm sorry, Mama. Oh, something fell on her. Anyway, she's like, oh my God, something hit me. All right. I'm sorry. Anyway, I don't know if you want me to do the same colors. If you're here watching the video, if you want to tell me what colors you might want me to use, you know what, I might need to log into my chat thing maybe on the phone, because in the screen right here on the front, I can't see if you guys are chatting. I mean, you're supposed to, but it says you're signing to chat. Open in a web browser. Oh, okay. So we're gonna open that on a web browser, and I'm gonna say something. Let's see. Hey, happy face. How about that? All right, so we have colors here to play with, and I'm thinking that we might. Oh, another thing that we need is the splatter box. Now this, let me see, how am I gonna with the camera, the microphone, trying to bring boxes in. It's a little bit difficult. Okay, here's the splatter box. Since I don't want to splatter the whole thing everywhere, I want to use the splatter box. Welcome to the channel again, and thank you for watching. We're gonna have fun today playing with this distressed mica stain. And some people like to. Oh, hi Nancy Lee. You're watching from Long Island, New York. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much for watching. I love it. I've been in New York, so I love New York. Anyway, some people like to emboss first and then use the stains, but I like to use the stains and then emboss. Even though you can make a little bit of a mess your embossing folder, but you can always clean your embossing folder with water and that's it. Nothing else. So for Frankie, the original colors, the original colors that I used on this particular card were the not Decayed, it was Iron Gate, this one, because I thought metal, and then I used Fortune Teller. But really for this one, we can use something else. We can use another color, and create something different, That's the beauty of this. You can do whatever you want. So maybe we want to use this Decade. So remember, for this, don't shake it up and down, just go side by side according to the instructions from Tim Holtz, because then if you do it up and down, maybe that will clog your spray. So what you want to do is shake it like a candle. And this is kind of like this color is kind of like a goldish color. Maybe I want to use Burning Amber. This is more like an orangey, kind of like oxide, kind of. Maybe I want to do that and an Iron Gate. All right, so I'm just gonna mix them very well. Oh, Nancy saying, no problem, my friend. Crafting along with you. Thank you. Making birthday cards for coworkers. Oh, that's kind of cool. I started doing that as well for coworkers. I need to send out this week the card to one of the coworkers. I think it's a great idea. So that's fun. All right. I'm trying to mix this. Okay, there. I'm not mixing anymore. I think it's good enough. Hey, four viewers now. Hey, welcome to the channel. We're doing a card here. I'm trying to do a card at least. So I'm going to spray this thing, right? Just like that. Sometimes also, when you spray, make sure you wipe out the excess of the nozzle so it doesn't get stuck. What you want to do also maybe is use a little bit of water so it moves around a little bit better, right? A little bit of splatter. And then we want to use burning amber. Burning amber. Yeah, I thought it was burnt. No, it's burnt. Excuse me, burning amber. All right, burning amber. Ooh, this is a great color. See, and maybe we're gonna use a little bit more of that Iron Gate color. And that, okay, I think that's enough. Oh, let me clean again. I always forget to clean the nozzles. It's very important to clean the nozzles. All right, so we clean the nozzles, and this you're gonna have your hands all dirty, so it happens with this stuff. So I'm gonna move around a little bit this stuff and see if it moves. This is a beautiful combination. Oh yes, 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 yes. I'm loving this already. It's making it look really cool. I think I need a little bit more in here. You see how light is on this side? So I might want to spray a little bit of the burning amber. So let's see, burning amber, spraying, great. And cleaning nozzle, just I keep forgetting, clean the nozzle, clean the nozzle away, and maybe a little bit of water again. That may help. And it's running down, you can't see it, but I can't see it. Running that way, moving that, now it's moving this way. All right, and maybe we need to bring in the heater. So I'm gonna bring out the heater a little bit so it dries. So while I'm drying here, let's see, we have 4 viewers. Welcome to the channel again, and we're doing some cards, having fun with mica stains, distressed mica stains. Yeah, I love this stuff. I don't know if you have mica stains, are you using them for your cards? Because this is great. This is awesome. All right. I think that worked out a little bit, but we need to bring this out of this box so I can actually... Uh-oh, there's something here. I'm gonna move it out of the way. Okay. There we go. So I'm gonna... Let me remove the thing out of the way. Kind of like on the way. And I have to be careful because then I can stain everything with those mica stains. Okay, well. Alright, so here it is. I'm just gonna put it here. There we go. Now we might want to dry it out a little bit. Ooh, the color is beautiful. I'm just telling you right now. Maybe you cannot appreciate it very well on the camera, but the color is beautiful. Oh, Nancy says, haven't tried the sprays yet. Have other brands of sprays, but I do have the Frank stamp set. Oh, you do? Oh, that's cool. Yeah, the stamp set is beautiful, but hey girl, you need to get these sprays. These are nice. I used to have, where was the name of that? I can't remember. Something angel something. They used to have something like this, but not like, I mean, it's similar, but not as intense as the distress mica stains. Angel, can't remember. Just can't remember. But I remember everybody used to use those, especially when they were making flowers and things like that. That gave me an idea. That gave me a beautiful, yeah. The set is amazing. I love the set. I'm gonna make something a little bit different than the one that I did previously. That the one is on the screen when you click on it on the thumbnail. Oh yes, look at that. It has a lot of that iron color on this side and more orangey on this side, so it's kind of cool. And the effect that the embossing folder is gonna give, it's gonna be you'll see. You're gonna love it. Yeah, have you used the set? Like, Nancy, have you used the old Frank set yet? Or you are getting ideas? I used it yesterday and it was super fun. I mean, I thought that it was gonna be, well, I don't know, it looks that I have a lot of things to play with, but I didn't know what to do until I kind of like, oh, I know what I want to do. Okay, I'm gonna try it on this side now, so it's well dried. All right, yeah, it's dried, I think. Well, not that, let me see, it's still a little bit wet. Okay, so what I did, I'm gonna put this on a side for a little bit, and maybe we want to color Frank. And that way we give a chance for this to dry, and then I can emboss it. I think that is the best way to attack this on live. Not yet. Okay, Nancy says not yet, but it remind me of my husband. Okay. Okay. Well, let's see what we can do about that. It's a very diverse stamp. I mean, like literally, you can use it as Frank, and you cannot use it as Frank as well. That's what I've seen so far. You can use it in different ways. If you don't want to make a monster, you can make somebody else. You know, it has glasses and everything, so you know, something cool to use. Yes, look at that. Right? Isn't that gorgeous? And these are great when you stain, like when you use regular staining process. Same haircut. Yep, I bet. That's a cute haircut. Anyway, if you do the process of staining and then, you know, spraying this distress mica stains. Why am I talking mica? Mica stains, then it will look amazing. Alright, so I'm going to put this on the side to dry. And we can start coloring Frank. Well, stamping first, of course. And maybe we want to put away those mica stains, because then they're going to be on the way. Oh, sorry, Jackie. Things are not going to fall in your head. Jackie is my dog. She's always want to be next to me, but every time I work, stuff is everywhere and everything falls on her and she runs away. Oh, poor thing. I need to get a bigger space, definitely. Alright. Oh, they're all fit. If I get more, they might not fit, so I might need a new box. Okay. Put that there so it doesn't fall on her. Alright. Alright, so I'm gonna bring the set and my Misty, my cool Misty. I love this thing since it's been with me, what, 2 weeks now? Love it. Love it. Okay, so where is, see, this is the problem of doing a live. I lose everything. Everything. Here it is. Okay. Can't lose stuff. Alright. Here is the set. And I'm going to put the embossing folder somewhere that I don't lose it. Okay. If I lose it, then we cannot emboss. And I'm going to be in trouble. Alright. So, the way I did this was obviously I have to use, this is for Copic markers. I need a good Copic marker cardstock, and so I'm going to be using Nina 80-pound cardstock. I'm going to put it here. And the way I did this was I stamped first the face with the hair, with Nancy's husband's haircut, right? And I put him in the middle, right there. So then I have more space here to stamp more stuff if I want to. But the first thing I did was stamp this. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna bring in a Copic friendly ink. There are many on the market. I like using, I used to use Memento, but lately I've been fascinated with Lawn Fawn Jet Black alcohol marker friendly. This is really good. I like it. But you can use whatever you have as long as it's an alcohol marker friendly ink, okay? And then, okay, we're gonna stamp this all black. All black. Let's see. That looks good. And we're gonna stamp his face. Oh. No, wait. Let me do this better. I'm just gonna dab, dab, dab. Especially in the hair, I wanted to do even. You might need to do a second pass because always on the first it's not gonna go all the way. So you might want to do a second try. I'm just gonna press a little bit so it goes everything even, especially if you have like big areas of black. Same haircut. Alright, so let's try that again. See, now it's kind of like a little bit white there. That's why you might want to do 2 or even 3. I usually do 2. So 2 is good enough for me. Alright, the timing is good. We're almost 26 minutes on the video, but you know, this could be a long video, or I might have to do it on 2 parts like I usually do if it goes too long, which is probably what's gonna happen, but we'll see. Alright, I'm gonna press it again so it goes even, especially on the hair. And it still has a little bit of white there, so I'm just gonna go ahead and do the hair part. No, I'm not gonna do the face part, but the hair part. Let's see if I can make it all black. If I can't, then I'll go over with my Copic marker and finish it off a bit. Let's see. All right, good enough. I'll finish it off with my Copic marker. I'm not gonna make it more crazier. So I need something to clean my stamp, and I didn't wet the chamois, so I'm gonna use a little clean tissue here, wipey. Clean it off. That way there's not a lot of ink everywhere. I like cleaning my stamps when I use them. I don't like leaving them all with ink and stuff. But anyway, I think that's good enough, and we might want to use a little bit of the tissue paper here, and paper. I'm gonna use hand paper. So finally I found a different angle for the camera. I don't know, something came to my head thinking that it might work, then it did. Because I didn't like the angle before. I was struggling with that. Alright, wow, this thing sticks very well to the Misty. Whoa. Alright, there's nothing like the chamois. For me, that's my thing to clean is with a chamois, but my chamois right now, no water. Alright, so I'm going to bring the hands, right? You want to do the hands. I did them like this. Hand here, hand there. And then the eyes, you have different set of eyes. So you see you have like this, like googly eyes. You got him looking down, you have him looking up. The one that I used was the one looking straight at you. But we might want to use something different, so I'm going to try this. I'm going to try the googly eye. I like this one, the googly eyes. Right? Now, one thing I'm going to tell you that I had trouble with was trying to implement the nose all at the same time is kind of difficult. So if you see in this particular card, I didn't use the nose because I was like, oh man, I can't. I mean, like I couldn't put the nose, and then I didn't want to print, like print, not print, but stamp again. So it was kind of weird. But anyway, I don't know. Maybe you won't have trouble doing that. I did. I'm gonna put the little bolts here. And the reason why I'm doing this like aside is because when I'm gonna put all the die cuts, they have enough space for when it cuts. And the mouth. Okay, so we can make this guy goofy instead of like the other guy was kind of happy. I mean, not happy, he was kind of mad actually. So we can make this guy more goofy. Like goofy cranky. I think it's kind of cute. Goofy Frankie, no nose. And and then you have this one which is like a cut with stitches. And you can literally put this anywhere. It could be his cheek. Or here in his forehead. I like it here on the forehead because you have like that little space there where you can do that. And also you have this thing which is kind of like a line. I don't know if, see, it's like the line of the forehead, like that. See, you can do that, but I don't want to do that. I don't like it. Not with the goofy eyes. All right, no goofy, no line on the forehead. We're gonna use the little. What about if I put it in a different spot? Maybe here. I'm telling you, to put the things is kind of like, see, every time, because I wanna stamp all at the same time. So if you touch one, it goes out of place. Okay, here, there, that's much better. And these are backwards. Okay, here, there we go. All right, I think that's good enough. that took a little bit of time to put them all in one place. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and stamp all the little stamps. Got the bolts, got the eyes and the mouth. Oops, and the cut. Did I make a mess? Oh, oh well. And the hands. All right. Gonna bring it in. Yeah, I did a mess of ink everywhere. All right, hands, eyes, bolts. They're all in one place. That way, I don't have to do one by one. We might want to do a second pass. This and the eyes didn't came out very well, so I'm gonna do it again. Usually it's 2. So I'm happy always with 2. You like I said, you might want to do a third one, okay? So we do a third one. If anything, you can always fix that with your Copic with your poker with your Copic markers. Oh my god, I can't speak today. Terrible. All right, good enough. I think it's good enough. Yeah. All right. So we have all our little stamp things already stamped. I'm going to put him right here for the moment. And we want to clean all those stamps. Let me see if I can wait a little bit. Well, the chamois a little bit wet, but I can still wet it a little bit more with my spray here. Because I like the chamois better than using a wipey. If you don't have a chamois, I highly recommend it. I said it on my last video. I think I said that. I really highly recommend the thing. It's great. And that's it. Okay, putting all these things back to the set. Hands and bolts. Yeah, the reason why I'm doing this is because I don't want to lose them. I'm sorry. I mean, this is live. Again, this is what happens when you do live. You see the whole process. The whole 9 yards. Looking good so far. Thank you, Nancy. That's what I'm trying. At least I'm trying. Okay, let's see. All right. I'll put this out the way, and this guy's just gonna be out of the way. All right. Put him here. Okay. Finally. Whew. The cleaning process is a lot. All right. So we got Frankie. Now, this is the tip that I have for you. If you don't already know it, right? This is my outliners. I mean, I can literally use whatever. All of them, I think basically all of them are water proof or alcohol proof. So I'm using my Copic brush. This has like a little tiny brush tip. This is a good outliner. So all I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna go up in that sector of the hair that was kind of like a little bit white there, and this will vanish, and you will never knew that he had white hair in that sector. The same thing I'm gonna do with the eyes, with the pupils of the eyes, so because they're kind of like a little bit white. So I'm just gonna go in there and try to cover the white parts. That's all I'm doing. I'm not doing anything major. And I notice here on this line of the hand that it's a little bit whole problem of the white little sectors. Okay, that's all you have to do. Nothing else. Okay, so you can use whatever alcohol marker you have. It happens that my Copic markers are next to me. I also use Ohuhu markers, which are great. I love them, but they're kind of like far away from me, so that's what my chosen markers are going to be, the Copic markers. So basically for Frankie, I use green colors. Okay, so the green colors, let me put him out here so you can see him better there. Okay. So the green colors, we can do him any color really, but Frankenstein usually is green. For the purpose of this video, I'm just gonna stick with green. So the colors that I like to use for this is only like 3 colors. So I like to use JG05, which is salad, and then I like to use I don't know if I want to use JG13 and also JG17, which is grass green. This is the combination of colors that I like to use. Now, what I like to do also is use a little piece of cardstock to see my colors, right? Because I want to make sure that I'm using the right colors. So this green is a little bit dull, and I like better the salad one because it's a little bit brighter. There's a difference. You can't see it on camera, but I'll just go and use JG05, which is salad, and I'm going to start coloring on the inside of the face. Very easy. Nothing complicated. Right? Now, again, you can use whatever color you like. You can color him whatever color you like. Nothing, you know, that you are private to use a specific color like green. But again, because we're doing Frankenstein being goofy, I'm gonna stick with the greens so you can actually see how you can do this, right? Now, if you have watercolors, you can do watercolors. Just make sure you use watercolor paper. Or if you have the new Team Hulk watercolor crayons, you can do that as well. I should have done that, you know? Maybe, but a lot of people love the Copic, so I said, well, if I did this one with Copic, I should do this one with Copic as well. Right? So we got Frankie, all color in green. His little face. This is Goofy Frankie. The other one is kind of like mad. When I saw this set, I loved it. I said, oh my god, I need to have this set. Because he is so fun. And you can actually make him whatever you like. You know? But I'm in the Halloween mode. So we're gonna stick with Frankie here. Being goofy and green. Okay, so I finished using my lighter green. Now I want to use this kind of like, it's a little bit darker than the other one. So I'm just going to go through the borders, making like a highlight around the face. And right now it looks a little bit weird. But when I start blending, you'll see it will come to life. He really will. So this is basically like adding shadows. Right? So he looks like he has a little bit of shadows around his face. And then here in the ear too. I forgot to do the hands. So let me color the hands really quick over here with the same lighter green, which is JG05. And with the hands, you have to be very careful because it's kind of like very thin. And you have to be very, very careful when you are drawing the fingers, specifically the fingers, not the hand. See how tight it's here? So you got to be very, very careful. You don't want to ruin it. Right? Fingers. And this one. So let's see. Have you tried stamping? Nancy's asking, have you tried stamping it on bright green paper? No. No, I usually like coloring. So that's what I would do instead of, well, I can I can technically cut the green paper, not stamping, but cut it. Well, yeah, stamping and cutting green and then do the eyes in white, I guess. You can do that. But me, I'm more of the color. I like the coloring aspect of the whole deal. If the instead of piecing paper, like cutting papers out and start putting them all together. But yeah, you can do that. You can stamping on green paper and then cut the other parts in other colors and make him different. Yeah, of course. All right, so we're gonna use now the darker color. Well, let me see. No, we're gonna use this because this is the other one that we use first. This is JG13. So I'm just gonna use it for the top of the hand right here. He looks like Hulk. That's why I like him. If you haven't seen it yet, I did draw Hulk. It's been a while. But there's a video on my channel where you can see how I draw Hulk. And it's the same color stuff. But I did it with I color him with Ohuhu marker, not with Copics. So Ohuhu markers are fun. I might do the next video with Ohuhu markers instead of Copic markers. Yeah. Alright, so we're adding darker colors so he has a little bit of gradient going on. The fun part about this is that if you're coloring with whatever you're coloring with, it's actually fast because he's not complicated to color. Like if you're intimidated about coloring with these things, with the markers, Frankie is kind of like easy really to color. It's not complicated. Right, so to blend everything off, we're going to use the lighter color, which is Salad. So I'm going to go ahead and blend everything out. Oops. I went into one tooth, but it's okay. Be careful with the white areas. Just make sure that you are coloring in the right section and not touching the white parts that you want to color with different colors. Okay, so just trying to blend all these colors together. That's the beauty of a Copic marker right there. That at the end everything looks amazing. Little ears and his hands. Okay. Hands are colored. Face is colored. Now we're gonna go and do we want to use other colors for his eyes. Now, as you can see, when you use a stamp set, the eyes only let me bring this up. They only bring the pupil, so he really doesn't have the rest of the eye coming out, right? So what I did was, with the outliner, I kind of bring another, I'm thinking that the camera's on this side and it's on this side. I kind of bring the color out, not the color, but the outliner. I did a line around the pupil so it makes an eye. See that? So I'm gonna bring back again the outliners, and for that I used 08, which is at least the thicker nib that I have for this markers. This is a Copic multi-liner, so this is 0.8. Alright, so what I'm gonna do, and this is how thick the lines are, so it's kind of like in the same range of this guy. So basically what I did was I brought in the line from the pupil out like that, and it's more like an eye instead of just the pupil, right? For this one, I'm gonna bring it from here out, and that's how it looks. It looks a little bit better, I think. All right, and we're gonna make him with maybe, in this one I did yellow, so we can use yellow again. You want to use yellow? Use yellow. So I can bring yellow in. This is like the lightest yellow I have. This is J02, and I did the same thing with his teeth because they're kind of like a dirty teeth. I don't mind that green there. Maybe he ate a little bit of lettuce. And the same thing with the nails, right? We go with the lightest yellow. Nothing complicated. You see how easy it is to fill it out with the marker? It's super easy. And then we want to bring J08, which is a darker yellow. Gonna go from the lightest area down, and a little bit of line in the teeth, and also in the nails on the top, especially. Just a little bit, not much. And then to finish that off, we need a darker yellow. So what I used was not really a yellow. Well, it is a yellow, but this is J28. This is Lionette Gold. Really, it's not a gold color. It's just like a darkish, brownish kind of color. So it gives a little bit of a darker shade to the yellows. Same with the teeth. You bring that up. You flicker like if he had dirty teeth. And then the same with the nails. The nails you can flicker down or up. I like up, like if the nail was kind of broken. You know, monsters are like that. Like have very damaged nails, right? So all I'm doing is kind of flickering these little lines on inside the nails, and that's it. Kind of makes it, you can't see it, but again, I'll post pictures on my Instagram and my blog and everywhere so you can see the effect. But unfortunately this camera doesn't have a zoom, so I can't not really show you how that looks. All right, I'm gonna put this yellow out of the way, and we're gonna use, I think the greens are done. Well, actually, you know what? I want to mix a little bit the eyes, so I'm gonna go in with the lightest yellow again, just to mix those colors. There we go. Same with the teeth. Not with the nails. The nails, I want to leave them with that effect. And then I'm gonna put this greens away, so actually we don't have a mess. And we need to do the bolts, and that's the easiest part. So we're gonna use C3, which is a cool gray, number 3. That's the lightest I got for this. I'm going to do that the same with the other bolt. And then we're going to use a darker color. We're going to go C5, which is a cool gray as well. And so C5, you want to do, like you see here has these lines. Bring it back up. Here there are like shades, they're like lines, so you want to color that on those lines, a little bit of this darker gray, and then like right here and the bolt. That way it makes a sense that there's some shadow going on. And we want to use one more darker color, which is C7. C7 is a cool gray as well, but the darkest I'm going to put in here. So I'm just going to go in. I'm going to go in a little bit, just a tiny little bit, not much. I'm going to bring back the C5. It kind of like the darker one went all the way and cover most of it, so I'm going to just bring this in a little bit better. And we're going to bring last the C3. C3. All right. C3. That's great. Perfect. There you go. You see? It didn't take me that much time. Now this video is all the way to 58 minutes already. I might have to do a second part because cutting will take time, embossing is gonna take time, so I think I should just go ahead and do all that and then come back tomorrow process, and they get bored. I think so. Nancy Lee, you're the best. Thank you for chatting with me, and thank you for all the viewers that came in to check out Frankie from Simon Says STAMPtember Halloween edition. I'm gonna come back tomorrow and finish this off. I will announce the time today, and you guys have enough of me today. So I hope you like all the process so far, and we'll stick with what we're doing. Okay, we're trying to do a Happy Halloween card with Oh Frankie, which is a Simon Says Stamp release for Halloween this year, 2022. And I hope you like it. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you in my next video. Goodbye, guys. Thank